Dear Pastor Bob, please pray that God will deliver me from viewing transsexual porn. I'm a straight man and married to my wife for 20 years. I don't understand why I'm attracted to transsexual women. I'm not gay by any means. When I say that I get all kinds of mail, I really do. And people are struggling with things that they're so, well, difficult to talk about. And I'm happy that you write to me, and I'm happy that you share with me. And I'm also happy that I have this forum to share back with you as well, because for every one of these that I get from people, there are many more that have the same question and didn't write. This question I've gotten more than once, and I'm happy to respond. Now, let me qualify this first of all and say that I'm not an expert. I'm not a psychologist, but I have a bit of understanding into the progression of pornography, and I think that's kind of where we have to go with this. Pornography is something that a whole lot of people are addicted to. And for the person that wrote this, you're not alone in that addiction. The kind of pornography, though, usually depends on the amount of time you've spent watching. Now, any kind of an addiction is progressive. It starts at a certain place and progresses from there. It gets worse and worse and more profound and extreme. That's the problem with pornography. I've had so many people tell me that they end up watching things that they never would have believed they would view. Something that wasn't okay with them at the very beginning, and they had their boundaries, so to speak, and those boundaries get more and more blurred, and after a while, the boundaries disappear. Transsexual porn is a result of habitual porn, usually. It's a result of people getting into this, the porn addiction gets worse and worse. The boundaries become more and more blurred, and you find yourself watching things that you never would have believed that you would view. That's the nature of pornography. And when I tell you that you really need to work on quitting, I really mean that, because it gets into this kind of stuff. Now, all pornography is an offense, I think. Offense against men and women. Sexuality is a very private thing and ought to be. And not that sexuality is wrong, you should celebrate your sexuality, but in the wrong context, it can be devastating. It's a very strong drive, and it's something that devastates a lot of people. We make so many bad choices in this area. Is it about transsexual porn? It's really just about porn. Whatever kind of porn you find yourself watching, it's probably not the kind you started out with, those of you that are watching for a while. If you've never gotten started watching porn, please don't ever start. Because once you get started, it's really hard to quit. It triggers that part in your mind that's the same trigger that actually keeps you addicted to cocaine. Yeah, it's serious. And to fight the addiction is not an easy battle. It's a winnable one, but not an easy one. So don't ever get started. And if you've just started, and if you're not so into it, please be careful and get it out of your life. I talk to people all the time that are so addicted. One guy the other day said that he watches it about 6 hours a day. It's a lot, isn't it? Can you imagine what you can do with that 6 hours if you weren't glued to the screen? I feel bad for people that are addicted, but I realize that, it's all a part of allowing God to make us a new creation and fighting the battle before the battle. Now let's talk about that again just for a minute. if you're addicted to porn, as any addiction, you have to plan your addiction. You have to plan for it. You have to say, I'm not okay. There will be times when I feel like I want to view this, and when I do, here's my plan. If you plan for it instead of letting it catch you by surprise, if you say, when I feel tempted, this is my plan, this is what I'm going to do, then if you have a plan, you'll take it. If you don't, you'll struggle with it and probably won't succeed. So fight the battle before the battle. Well, I hope that helps. And thank you for writing. Keep writing in. Don't forget, my new book is out. Love for you to have a copy of it. Metal Devo, I wrote it for you every single day to spend some time with you. There's some great quotes from some of your favorite metal people, and it's a devotional for metalheads. There you go. Love to have you have a copy. And by the way, I'm not signing the books, but I have a label that I'll sign for you that I'd love to encourage you when you read it. And if you just email me, PastorBobBeeman@gmail.com, I will write a personal note for you, send you the label, and you just open up the inside cover and just stick it right there. So, pretty cool. PastorBobBeeman@gmail.com. I hope you get the book. It's, the money goes to the homeless ministry. I don't make money on it, but I wrote it because I want to help. And all of these issues are in here. And I want to be able to help you to stay strong in your faith and vibrant in your relationship with Jesus Christ every single day. I love you. God bless you. Have a great day.